again onto your backbone, butterfly guard. It's going to get us to the position that we want to start to pass. So kind of commonality is with the guys playing the sit-up and the leg wrap. So what I want to do is called what I call a pressure pass system. I'm going to choose a side, I'm going to show what I call double unders, I'm going to put pressure on my partner. I kind of use the system a lot with the guys that are really good at elevating and keeping it weight. So first things first is generally in a position where let's get control, I turn both my knees one way, so it locks the feet. I come underneath, and I get a what I call body lock in my partner, so from here. If my partner tries to kick away, I've got this ability to crush my partner. It's actually worse than trying to kick away. So I'm not trying to put my hands behind his back, I'm just holding him in position, my head's to the side. I'm trying to try to do there's a lot of pressure on the lower back and that, so it's a pressure pass. So from here, first thing first, my right knee, boom. Right hand, and I'm going here. My head comes in. What I'm doing is I'm going to drive my head through to my hands and walk my feet in to get that kind of reaction. So it's quite nasty as far as the person on the body. It's not designed to make them tap, but it's designed to exact that they're going to try to take space and get the separation. The more that my weight's on the end of his leg, the harder it is for him to elevate me and move me. Right? So I'm trying to purposely put him in a position that is harder for him. Shut down. So from the double butterfly guard, first things first, it says okay. So my right knee turns in, my right hand comes under, and I'm here. So as he sits up to the move, okay. So sit up, okay. That's here, and this. Get this pressure. How does that feel? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Start off in the butterfly guard. Target sits up. Hands on the inside for the control. My right knee goes to my left foot, target. My right hand shoots under, left hand shoots under, my head goes to stomach. Put my hands together, drive forward, hit the pressure. As I try to shift away, walk to the side. Neck comes under, pressure pass. They should try to stop it now, just keep that pressure on them. How's that feel? And again. So from the butterfly, the dahlia, sit up. Hands on the inside. Right knee smashes to the left foot. Forward. Hand goes under, hand goes under. Right knee goes to the ground. Jump your hands wide. Drive your right shoulder towards your hands. Forward, drive in. As that is it. Right leg kicks up. Push it. Get through, keep the pressure. Whatever you guys do, do not lift your head. In fact, that drive through your partner, make it uncomfortable. Do that right time. 1, 2, 3. It should hurt. It should hurt.
It hurts the hand like the tiger.
I'm here, and as I shoot this from here, he kicks his bottom leg through and goes to half guard, so he ends up catching the half guard. Right. So I haven't managed to kind of get the guard past and realise what's going on. So what I'm going to do is my right hand's going to keep his armpit at bay. Okay. This is the hardest part that is my movement. My left hand keeps under and I lift my leg up. Here, I cut my hands together and I start my guard pass. Everyone will do exactly that. First one, because I feel the pressure on their knee and the TV band, it feels like a knee bar. Everyone will stop and let go and they'll allow me to pass down or they'll open up. Okay, so what you get to come down this side. It's okay, Ken? I'm trying to be really nice, but yeah. So I'm here, I step, it goes half guard. This is the key, that, keep that at bay. My hand goes under and I make sure it's wrist on the TV band. The TV band is that little part of you rub your knee, there's like a little band that runs up the knee. The TV band, I want to put my wrist on the TV band. So my wrist, head goes low, I cut my hand. So I've got the hand out, I'm grabbing it and I'm pulling it up. So wrist, here, everyone will either try and pull the hand out from there, or they'll give me the pass. If they try and pull the hand out, we've got option 2. Option 2 is much worse than option number 1. This is a really like a competition style pass. Right from the butt play, he pulls the half. Number 1, this is key, this. So he can't control my head. So it's got a good half guard from here, it's got a good half guard squeeze, it's okay, I can do this stuff. Hand goes under, and I make sure my wrist's on the TV band. My head goes over, I tap, and I squeeze. It hurts. So everyone will kick out, and the first time everyone will give me the guard pass. Everyone will allow me to pass the guard. So what I'm doing is my wrist and here. So what I'm doing is I'll squeeze, so I'll drop my weight down and I'm holding it. It's not for me to move, I'll put my weight down on so it's over. I'll get my hand, so I put my hand to my stomach. Everyone will feel it. So it's a complete, so I try to get my elbow to my elbow, and so I do that, step, pass down. 1, 2, 3. So the pressure. Okay. Watch my head position. Your head position is key. Right. So what I'm seeing is that we're in the half guard. Shoulder control, hand comes under. So the more that my head's up here and the more I do it, the less effect it's going to have. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get my head down to the hips. Right. So think about it this way. I'm going to put that here on the leg and I'm going to lean on it. But if I lean up here, does that hurt, James? No. If I lean down here. Right. So what I'm saying is you guys' heads here, you're putting pressure here. There's a hip that allows the motion. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get it so the bone structure is locked in. So what I do is so the half guard from here, I try to put my head on top of his hip bone. Grab my hands, drop my weight. So he'll start to deal with it. Boop, pass. So this gives me a really good wrestler's pass. 200 pass. So your head has to be on top of the hip or knee side of the hip. If it's on top of the hip, stomach side, it won't work as well. Because they're going to try and push, so they're going to push your head down onto like, it's going to make it worse. And they pull you, that's the way you want to go to pass the guard. So I need that head, so when you guys, your head was up here, pull your head onto the hip. 1, 2, 3. And coming up to, he did a super fight and actually won against Daz. So he had this game plan and it worked really well. So I kind of watched him do it and I've added my little bits and pieces to it. And it's a really effective submission attack system from inside the half guard, but it's pretty obscure. Okay, again, onto your back, please. So the hardest thing is I need to get an underhook from the half guard. That's the hardest part. So for me, the underhook is really easy. So we're here, and what I start doing is I don't want to get the underhook on me, right? So a lot of time that I'm here is I back it out a little bit and I put my head right onto my head. So I don't want to be passing chest to chest if he has the underhook because this is far better for him. So anytime that they start getting out, I back out, I get the control. My head goes low, I swing, and I'm here, half guard. Now, watch carefully, this is the hardest part, is this. I'm going to sit onto my left hip and drag both my feet to my bottom. So I come over the top, I sit on my left hip, and I drag both my legs to my bottom, I pop and through. He'll try and get out of it. And so it's really obscure, so watch carefully. Half guard, number 1. Pressure, pressure, pressure. So we're doing this move here, and he starts going, no, I push away, so I'm like, good. Here, underhook. Watch carefully. Hand goes over, cross my feet, sit down. What most people try and do now is they try and bridge from here to get out. Thank you. Once we bridge, I've got the arm, it's already mine. Easy to do. So again, half guard. I need the underhook. Boom. So I start to do that leg pressure system, the TV band pass. So I'm here, I'm like, wicked. And he goes, no, and starts to push. I'm like, cool. I have the underhook. Got it. This, I'm king. I'm ready. hand goes over, hold it, drive forwards, sit, boom, and here. And just wait. Right, most people realise they're in danger, so I say try and bridge from here, step, and here's the arm bars, there's the attack. It's really obscure. So I'll show you that one more time, okay? Half guard. I start to do the TB band pass, so here to my control, it goes nowhere, starts the head push from here, like so just pushing my head, stop the pass, pull, swim on the inside, underhook, I'm king. Cook him a little bit, left hand comes over, sit, pop my knee, drive the arm. He'll try and bridge as he goes to bridge. Thank you. Step over and attack the arm bar. 1, 2, 3. You need the unhook and you need to sit onto your left hip. Okay, so half guard. So from the half guard position, he turns to rescue the half guard. He doesn't want to be flat onto his back, otherwise it's easy for me to pass. So they're generally going to be in a better position like I face them in. So my hand's here, my left hand comes under, head control to try and get the TB band. He starts to fight, so my head goes towards the middle, come through and pull. The underhook, I'm in good position. Is everyone okay with that? So you can start here if you want to. This is the hardest part. My left hand goes over, I slide my left hip up and go to the ceiling, and I cross my feet. So once I've crossed my feet, he can't kick out of the half guard anymore. And secondly, it puts my right knee to the position that I want it to go, where I'm going to pass it over. Otherwise, my knee's facing down. So I cross my feet and have the underhook. I sit backwards and I hit the armbar. So I know he's going to roll to defend the armbar if he doesn't take. So as he rolls, that's going to give him that option to step, to come over. I get to a high mount position. If you've done this properly, you should be in triangle mount, which is really easy. Start to sit. Start to take the traditional armbar as I want to. So what I'm seeing is that when you guys are sitting down, you're sitting too low to the hips, or your hip nice and high near the head. So what my hip so see what I've done to his legs? So it's really hard for him to stop it. So if I'm down low, he can use his hamstrings to keep me in control. Or if I sit up nice and high, I'm dragging him towards me, which gives me that space to be able to step over. So once I step, it's foot, shoulder, hand, attack the arm. Okay, so I actually fighting. So they're trying to do the best jiu-jitsu. Right, so this game plan, it doesn't work well when they're kind of doing floppy jiu-jitsu and not trying to fight me. What I mean by that is, I'm kind of here, I pull the half guard and he goes, knee squeeze, man, we're in a fight. You know, like his legs are tired, I'm having a little bit of issue, he's got his frame on, I'm like, man, this guy's really good, he's got a great coach. Yeah, so, head goes low, pull, hunt it. With my arm, underhook. It's between my ear and my arm. If the arm travels to the inside between his hand and my head, so this hand travels to the inside between his hand and my head. Here, this is just straight head arm. So all I do with the head arm is I bring my bottom elbow in, my top elbow comes here, and squeeze. I don't even have to get close to him to do that. So if I miss the unhook, it goes between our heads, head arm, choke. But we're here. So I'm like, man, this guy's tough. Okay, so one motion. One, and he's thinking, oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Lift my hip up, roll my hip, sit, drag. Now I start to attack the arm. So he's going to go, oh, there's an arm bar. I'll look for the defense. So the best way is roll towards me. As he rolls, okay, step. I've still got the arm. I miss the triangle mount, so from here. First thing, I drive my head towards my elbow to get the arm bar. I see people try and drive the arm in. That stays here. My head, drive, get the arm bar that way. Don't drive that in because he'll turn his arm and you start to be able to defend it. Yeah, so once it's here, I drive my head. Head. Oh, got him. Because the armbar, I want to put a fulcrum here, I don't want to jump on the end of the lever. Does that make sense? So my head is here, my arm's already here. Does make sense to push this in, because that's going to naturally do that. Going to end up with him rolling. So the more that I keep the head here, the more that he tries to roll his arm, the more that the arm bar comes on. He's very strong, but I'll get him. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Does that help, guys?